All right, we're going to make our spaghetti. I've got my water boiling. This is a pound of spaghetti, and I'm going to drop it in here and cook it per the package directions. Got a couple of strays, as usual. So we're going to put just a little salt in our pasta water with our spaghetti. Go ahead and set your timer. All right, our timer went off. We're going to drain this pasta. And I've been cooking today, so that's not the only thing in my sink. And that's all right. My dishwasher's already running. I'm just putting a little cold water on it. And I know some of y'all ain't going to like that, but that's what I'm going to do because I want it to sit here a minute before I put my casserole together. All right, this chicken spaghetti casserole is at our 4th cookbook. Y'all, it is really and truly one of my favorites ever. It's one that I can't hardly stay out of. I just keep wanting to eat it and eat it. And so we're going to get started on it. You're going to be using rotisserie chicken, olive oil, celery, onion, bell pepper. I like to use a green and a red, but you can just use one if you want to. You're going to be using a can of cream of mushroom, a can of cream of chicken, a jar of diced pimientos, black pepper, your cooked spaghetti, and some low-fat mozzarella, or you can use the good stuff if you want to, and then a half cup of Parmesan cheese. This is spaghetti, so it calls for mozzarella and Parmesan. We're going to get started. I am so glad to see you today, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is going to be so good. All right, these are getting soft. Just takes them a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes or so. So we're going to get back over here and get our soups in a bowl. We're going to mix all this together. You're going to need minced onion, a half cup of minced celery, and a half cup of bell pepper. And I do a 1/4 cup of red and a 1/4 cup of green. If you don't have those colors, that's fine, because the red pimientos will also make this pretty. You've also got your cooked rotisserie chicken. You need to chop it up some. And since it's cooked, I will put it on this cutting board. It says about 1½ cups. I might have just a little bit extra, and that's all right because it's not enough chicken to do anything else with. Hardly. I got a rotisserie chicken from Publix, and it was such a baby. It's nice to get those at Sam's Club or Costco, but it's a long drive for us to go over there, and by the time you drive over there, you don't really save the money. And then you want to buy something that you shouldn't buy. You're going to saute your vegetables in a little bit of olive oil. So I am going to put this in here. And I just brought them over here so it'd be easier and I wouldn't have to pick them up and take them across the floor. There's your celery, your onion. Try to not get my chicken in here. And if a little bit gets in there, it ain't going to hurt it. And then your celery, your peppers, your onion. I said celery and onion when I was getting celery and peppers. Get most of this. Okay. And you're going to saute that until it's nice and soft. Turn it down a little bit. So it takes about 3 minutes or so. You got these chopped up good. There's a couple of big pieces I'm going to take out. All right, we're going to start by spraying our dish. I use olive oil spray. Now you're going to put about half your pasta in it. If for some reason it gets stuck together a little bit, just run a little water over it. And that way you can handle it better. Okay, you're going to take your cream of mushroom soup. Your cream of chicken soup. You're going to put in a teaspoon of ground black pepper. You're going to put in a 2-ounce jar of diced pimientos. Chris got me a really big one. This is actually 4 ounces, I believe. Yeah. So I'll be using half of it. And you don't drain them or anything. You just put them in there. So let me pop the top on this. And we'll get half of these in there. I love pimientos. I don't know if you do or not, but I sure do. I'm going to put just a little bit of the juice in there with it. Okay. Yummy. Yummy. And you're just going to mix that up. And this is your soup mixture. All right. Now, you're going to take and you're going to put chicken on this one. Now, I'm going to put all my chicken on this layer. You can layer it into two different layers if you want to, but I'm going to put all my chicken on this layer. Then what you're going to do, I'm just back and forth, is add your vegetables to the soup. Get those in there. Let me get me a bigger spoon. I got one right here. Make it a lot easier, wouldn't it? Now that's a lot of pepper, so make sure you do a good job mixing. So, but boy, is this delicious, y'all. It's so good. Okay, so once you do that and you get your chicken in there, you're going to put half the soup mixture over it. I'm going to use my little spatula to spread with. If you don't have any of these little spatulas, oh my stars, get some. I could use 15 if I had them. I probably got 10, and I really do use them. Tons of them. Now you're going to do your Parm cheese. Or this thing's going to about run over. The rest of, let's see, am I missing something? Chicken's all in there already. So yeah, we're just going to do it this way. Top it with this. That soup will go down in there once it starts to melt, get hot. Now I'm going to put just a little bit more Parm on the top. And And remember, all this cheese is salty too. That's why I don't add salt to everything's already salted, okay? And then you've got your mozzarella cheese that tops it. And I've got this real thin Italian blend. It's going to take it all. And if you're afraid it's going to bubble over, make sure you put a pan under it, below it, in the stove. I already got a pan in my stove because I do stuff like that all the time. And that's all right. At least I'm cooking. I only have so many baking dishes, and this one's a big one. I can measure it for y'all. It's a Le Creuset, or however you say it. I know I'll say it wrong. Let's see how big this thing is. Oh, I keep a little measuring tool in my kitchen. It is 14 by 10 or 9. Well, on the bottom, it's probably 9. Okay? So it's probably equivalent to a 13 by 9 as far as how much it holds. Okay, it says this is going to bake an hour, y'all. An hour. It's a lot of chicken spaghetti. Y'all, this is one of our very favorites. Mine especially. I just love chicken spaghetti casserole. Woo! It's so good. White sauce with creamy cheese. You can't beat it. All right. We'll see you guys when it comes out of the oven. I can't wait to get a bite. I know you're going to love it. I hope you try this recipe. All right. If you guys want to make this ahead of time, I think that's a good idea. But I would use a throwaway pan to freeze it in. And when you take it out of the freezer, let it thaw in the refrigerator. So it might take it a day or two to thaw in the refrigerator. Also, before you bake it, let it sit out at room temperature for about an hour at least before you put it in the oven. Don't put it in there so cold, okay? And some casseroles are fine to do that way, especially when the meats are already cooked before they go in there. But when you're making something with raw meat, just remember, if you're going to freeze it and it's going to be that cold, it's going to take it a lot longer to get done. Also, always remember when you're baking with a baking dish that's glass, you don't normally go over 375 degrees with those. So if for some reason you're baking something with a higher oven temperature, make sure you use aluminum, stainless steel, or some type of material that can withstand that heat in the oven. All right, just a tip for you. All right, our spaghetti casserole is done. We're going to get it out of the oven and dip into it. Now remember, with this casserole, the chicken's already done, which is a good thing because you don't have to worry about whether or not it's baked long enough. As long as it's cheesy, hot, and bubbly, it's baked long enough, and it looks delicious. All right, we're going to dip into it and get us a bite. I'm going to dip right here where I messed up the cheese. Lord, this is one of my favorite casseroles ever. There you have it. Chicken spaghetti casserole. Oh, that looked delicious, y'all. It's hot, piping hot, cheesy, all that parm in there. It looks super cheesy and very delicious. I've already told y'all how much I love this spaghetti, and I think you will too. I could eat my weight in this one. No kidding. This is so tasty. Got so much flavor in it. It's so good. You just can't beat that to me. Now, it does have a little bit of a kick from all that black pepper. So if you don't want it to have a little bit of a tiny kick with spice, then you can reduce that black pepper to a half a teaspoon. But this is the way I like it. So glad y'all joined us today. We will see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks, cooking like our mamas did. Love ya. Bye.